Hey you guys, welcome back to your mat. Let's go ahead and get started in child's pose. Coming onto your hands and knees, bring your big toes together. Press your sit bones back towards your heels, a full extension to the arms, and then just allow your forehead to rest down to the mat. Close your eyes. We'll take about 5 deep breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. One more breath. Let's go ahead, rise up to a tabletop position. Line up your hands directly beneath your shoulders and spread, open up through your hands and your fingers. Knees are directly underneath your hips. Let's start with a few rotations here through the rib cage. So starting in a clockwise direction, you're going to start to drop the chest towards the ground, circle it around and through, and try to keep the movement into the rib cage. And we're going to move with the breath. So as the chest goes down, you inhale. As it comes up, you exhale. Let's go for 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. Go ahead, come back through center. Let's turn the fingertips to point back. A few rounds of cat and cow here just to massage the spine. You also get a nice stretch into your wrists and your forearms. On your inhale, wrap your shoulders back, flip the tailbone up, look forward and up. On your exhale, press down through your hands, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Repeat that a few times. Inhale, open up the chest, look up. Exhale, round the spine. 2 more. Make your way back to neutral position. Turn your fingertips to point forward. We're going to do those rotations through the ribcage in that counterclockwise direction. So inhaling as the navel goes down, exhale as you pull it through. Inhale as it goes down, exhale as you take it through. Let's go for 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last rotation. Once again, come back to neutral position. This time, let's go ahead and curl the toes under. Turn the fingertips to point back. This one, we're just going to shift our hips straight back, coming into a stretch. Feeling the fingers stretch, the wrists and the forearms. And we'll just hold here for a few breaths. You can either stay shifting back, or if it's okay to move forward a little bit and back, kind of coming in out of the stretch, you can definitely do that as well. Just preparing the wrists here for some of the movements and the postures that we do. And then go ahead and turn your fingertips forward, top of the toes down. Work on drawing the navel back and in, the ribs in and up. So we're creating some strength here into the core. We're going to focus on the right leg first. So on your next inhalation, start to extend the right leg straight back, extend the spine. On your exhale, you're going to round, tuck the chin, draw the nose towards the knee. Inhale, come back to a full extension. Rotate the elbow creases forward, pin the elbows in. And on the exhale, you're going to drop the chin down, creating a little chaturanga position. The right leg goes up. Inhale, press. Let's repeat that. Exhale, round. Drawing the knee in. Inhale, come to an extension. Rotate the elbow creases forward. Exhale, chin down. Good, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last set, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Flex the foot, open the foot out to the side. And I want you guys to place the foot out to the right side so that the big toe is lined up with the knee on your left side. Start to shift back. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Create expansion through every part of the ribs and the spine. Then your exhale, start to take the right arm down the right leg. Open up the whole left side of the body. Look under the left arm. Deep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, start to rise up. We're going to stretch in the opposite direction. So take the left hand down, directly underneath the shoulder. Start to extend the right arm up over the air, and then take the right leg away from the ground so the right leg lines up with the hip joint. Finding a little bit of a balancing pose here. 5 deep breaths. 4, 3, 2. Last breath. Gently place that right leg back. Come to a tabletop position. Curl the toes under. Take the hips up and back. Find a downward facing dog. Gaze back at your toes. Find some strength here into the arms. And just work to pedal out through the heels. Encouraging one heel towards the ground. And then just alternating side to side. Starting to warm up more of the body. So on your next inhale, lift both heels. Start to round through the spine. So you're shifting forward to a push-up position. And then on your exhale, lower the knees down just to hover off the ground. Press the hips back and up. You're going to repeat that. Inhale, heels up, round through the spine, shift forward. Exhale, bend the knees, hips back and up. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's go ahead, inhale, lift the heels, shift forward to a push-up position, rotate the elbow creases forward. Then on your exhale, take a chaturanga all the way down to belly. Once you're there, top of the feet are down. We're going to come into Bhujangasana. So coming onto the fingertips, elbows are lifted up. Make sure the hands are directly beneath the elbows. Press the tops of the feet down into the ground. Use your inhale, roll the shoulders down away from the ears, open the chest, look up. The exhale lowers you back down. 2 more, inhale, come up, open the spine, look up. Exhale down. Last one, inhale, rise up, come up, go up. Exhale down. Bring the palms down, press back, find a child's pose. Let's take 5 breaths here. On your next inhale, rise back to tabletop position. Once again, create some tension here through the core. So drawing the navel back and in, drawing the ribs in and up. We're going to focus on the left leg now. So on the inhale, extend the left leg straight back, extend the spine. On the exhale, start to round, bring the knee towards the nose, contract the core. Inhale, come back to a full extension. Rotate the elbow creases forward, exhale, chin down. Inhale up. Exhale, pull. Inhale, extend. Exhale, chin down. 2 more full sets. Inhale up. Exhale, pull. Inhale, extend. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, pull. Inhale, extend. Exhale, down. Inhale, come all the way back up. Flex the foot, bring the left foot off to the left. Make sure the big toe is in line with the knee on the right side. And then slowly start to rise all the way up. Take the arms up towards the sky. Open up through the spine. And then we're going to take a side bend out to the left. So take the left hand down the left leg. Open up the right side of the body. Look under the right arm. Breathe into the right side of the ribs. For 5. 4. 3. 2. One more full breath here. And then use your inhale, lift up. Switching to the other direction, take the right hand down directly beneath the right shoulder. The left arm comes up over the ear. Start to hover the left leg so the left heel is in line with the left hip. Open up the left side of the body. Squeeze your butt, hold for 5. Finding your balance. 4. 3. 2. One more full breath. Gently take that leg back. Find a child's pose. Take a pause. Inhale, rise up to a tabletop position. Curl your toes under. Take grips up and back. Down or facing dog. Once again, anything that feels nice here, you can pedal out to the heels. Feel massage happening to the back lines of the legs. And then we're going to start that undulation, that wave through the entire body. So on the inhale, lift the heels, round through the spine, shift forward to a push-up position. Exhale, bend the knees, hips back, and up. Keep going. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. 2 more. Last one. Let's take it to a plank. Rotate the elbow creases forward, shift forward on the toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Flatten the tops of the feet. Bhujangasana 3 rounds. So remember, elbows are lifted. Hands directly beneath the elbows. On the inhale, peel the shoulders down from the ears, open the chest, look up. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Move the hands in, palms down, press back. Find the child's pose. Rest for 5 breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. One more breath. And now your next inhale, rise up to tabletop position. Crawl the knees forward a little bit. Cross your ankles. You're going to roll over your feet and have a seat. Legs extend out in front of you. Legs should be together, feet active and flexed. Draw the kneecaps up into the body. Draw the navel in. Inhale, reach up. Create as much length through the spine as you can. Exhale, take Paschimottanasana, bring about over the legs, grabbing as close towards the feet as you can. Hold back on the feet, tuck your chin. Think about lengthening all the way up the spine. 5. 4. 3. 2. One more breath. Inhale, come out halfway. Pull back on the toes, extended heart forward. Exhale, release. Go ahead, bring the feet bottoms together. Slide the heels in towards the groin, the knees open out to the side. And go ahead and open up your feet like you're opening up a book. And what that will do is that will rotate the hips open nicely. Okay, so opening up the feet, so the bottoms of the feet open up towards the sky. Then we're going to do a few undulations here through the body. Try to keep the movement into the torso. And we're going to also move with the breath. So on the exhalation, start to collapse the spine. Draw the chin to the chest. You're shifting back, holding at the ankles. And then on the inhale, keep the depth. Slowly start to extend forward. Once you can't go forward anymore, really try to lift the chest up. And then we're going to repeat that. Exhale, move it back. Round the spine, top of the chin. Inhale, keep it low. Extending forward, leading with the heart. Exhale back. Let's do 2 more full rounds. Last time. Now let's go ahead, extend forward. Think about leading with the heart and crawl the hands as far forward as you can go. Think the chest is going towards the feet or towards the ground, and then just allow the head to fall. Use your inhale, use your hands, slowly start to crawl yourself all the way back up. And let's go ahead and cross the legs. Any simple cross will work. Just moving around the head a little bit. So establishing a nice, tall, straight spine. Just allow your hands to rest onto your knees. Starting with clockwise, just slowly start to take the head around. You can go with a smaller circle, and then as it loosens, make it a little bit bigger. And close your eyes for this. Do about 6 rotations one way. And then we'll go ahead and reverse your direction and do about 6 the other way. Once again, starting with a smaller rotation, and then as the neck loosens, make every rotation a little bit bigger. And once you fit about 6 rotations, just bring the head back to center. And then you want to make a little adjustment so that you've got room to rock back behind you. So you might have to scooch a little bit more towards the front of the mat. We're going to do a few spiral rocks. So bending the knees into the chest, moving the hands just behind the legs. And you're just going to try to round the spine as much as you can, tucking the chin. We'll take a few spiral rocks up and back. So on the exhalation, start to lean back, take the toes past the head. And then inhale as you come up. We'll do 3 more. On this last one, you're going to come onto your back. Let's go ahead and hold there. Keep drawing the knees into the chest, but let's go ahead, open up the knees, flex the feet, reach up. You're going to grab a hold of the outer edges of the feet. Pull the knees down towards the ground, so you're creating a sense of opening and releasing here into the hips and into the groin. And we'll just do a little massaging side to side. So start to draw your right heel in towards the groin. Extend the left leg out as far away from you as you can, flexing into the foot. You can also even pull that left foot towards the ground. And then slowly transitioning, drawing the left leg in, really pulling the heel in as you extend the right leg out. We'll just repeat that a few times, side to side. Drawing one heel in, and extending the other one out. Let's try a full straddle. So keep the right leg out, but also extend the left leg as well. You might have to shorten a little bit here and move your hands closer to the knees. If you can keep holding at the feet, go ahead, do so. And really work on opening up into reclined straddle position. Press your lower back down in towards the ground. Press your feet into your hands. If you're holding at the knees, press your knees into your hands. And then gently bend back into the knees, bringing the feet bones back together. Just place the feet down to the ground. Slide the heels up as high and towards the hips as you can. Allow the knees to open and the legs to be heavy. From here, roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Take the arms onto the sides. Close your eyes. Allow the body to completely settle and rest. Opening up the hips, and let's take 5 deep breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. One more breath. And from here, we'll just move into a resting position. You just allow your legs to go long. A little bit of space between the feet. Allow the toes to open out to the side. Finding corpse pose. And you can feel free to stay in this pose as long as you need. Closing the eyes. Calming the breath, the body, and the mind. Give yourself a few moments here just to restore. And again, stay here as long as you'd like.